Hey everybody, I'm going to run through our finite state machine simulator that we created for Software Engineering 1, and I think this will be really helpful to any students taking computability theory or a class that deals with finite state machines. And so I'm going to run through a quick tutorial and demo and show you guys how this works. So up here in the left corner you can see this is sigma and this represents our alphabet, and when you click the button we're going to get this pop-up that says edit alphabet, and we're going to add characters. So I'll add A, B, C, and D, add, and you can see that they've been added to our alphabet. Now we're going to add our start state, and our start state is represented by this arrow pointing to it, and I'll show you how you can edit the states. So currently our state name is 0, but we can make our name whatever we want. So I'm going to make it hello, and we can toggle the acceptance. So currently it's a dead state. Now it's an accept state. So I'm going to accept. Voila, there it is, our accept state that's named hello. And now I'm going to add another state, and I'm going to name it world, and I'm going to leave it as a dead state. We're going to create a transition, so we're going to click our first state, which is hello, and click the second state that we want to go to, world, and I'm going to transition on A. And I'm going to make one more transition from, this time I'm going to select our first state as world, which is where we're coming from, and we're going to hello, and we're going to transition on B. And I'll show you guys a loop. So I clicked, the first click was on world, and I click again on world because it's coming back to world, and I'll put C. So I'm going to show you how we test the strings. So our first button here is an animation, so it goes about a second. It allows you to see how it moves through our finite state machine, and it goes about like 1 second per character. And it gives you a little animation right here, and it also shows you stepping through the string down here, if you didn't catch that. We can also, so after it goes through the string, it tells us whether it accepted the string or rejected the string, and we see that it accepted the string. I'll show you one that doesn't get accepted, so we'll do A, C, B, A. So this is going to be rejected, and I'll play through this. And it said rejected string because it ended up in a dead state. You can step through the string. So character A worked, C worked, ahead of transition, B worked, ahead of transition, and A worked, ahead of transition, but it ends up in a dead state. So our string is going to be rejected. So string ACBA was rejected. And we can throw in D, and there's no transition for D, so, and we could check the string immediately, and bang, we see it's a rejected string. I'll show you what happens when you don't have something to transition on. So A, B, C. So when you're running through this, you'll see that it'll highlight in red when you don't have something to transition on. So you can see that in state hello, we have nothing to transition on when we get character C. So that's why we highlight it and let you know that it's rejected and you didn't have something to transition on. So I'll add some strings to our table over here. So A and A. So here we go, we got some test strings that we want to test on this finite state machine. So these right here are our predictions. Right now they're all accept. So I'll show you what happens when we check them all. This is our prediction, and this is the actual that the finite state machine found. So if we change this to reject and this to reject, or I'll just change that one to reject so you can see the difference. So this is what it looks like when they're matched. When they have matched, they should be green on the left side, and if it's a reject, then it will be red, and if it's accept, it will be green. When they don't match, it will be red on the left side of your prediction. And now all our predictions match the actual, so they're all green. We can also remove and then check all, and then it'll remove that test case. We can delete all and then check all to get a clear table over here on the right. So now I'll show you guys remove state, and be careful when you remove states because it also deletes all the transitions. Bang, just like that. You can add another state, and we can change which state we want to be the start state. So now 2 is our start state, and hello is our an accept state that 2 can transition to. This is essentially all the functionality of our finite state machine at this time. Maybe in the future or in the fall we'll have more features, but check back and see if we have any more tutorial videos or any added features. Thanks again for watching, and I hope this helps.